morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
I've got my biscuits and whiskey ready.
Us too. We have almost everything ready. Yeah.
You go see him there. You go see him there on site.
Yeah, I've got mine on site. I've got mine on site. Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought I'd miss it. So I made it in Zurich last week on Thursday.
Okay. Noch einmal.
You would have liked it. They had a meaty meal. They had a meaty soup.
Anyway, why?
Which I don't know. But I didn't join in.
Oh, so you could join in with us today. We don't have meaty. We have a few biscuits with Lechaim. Yeah.
Okay, forward.
Okay. So let's start first with Masechet Beitza. We are on Daf Yud Aleph Amud Aleph, the two dots. Beishamai Oimrim Ein Nois Nisoyo. Yeah, the words of the Mishnah. About 9 lines from the end of the Amud. 9-10 lines. We'll enter the Mishnah. Beishamai say the not if a person came and he did a skinning, he shechted the animal on Yom Tov, a behemoth, that's allowed. So he's allowed to come and to take off the skin. What he does with the hide. So in order it shouldn't go off, the process of the tanning is by starting to tread on it. So can he put it in a place where a lot of people are going to step on it, and then it's going to beginning of the tanning? Says Beishamai, you're not allowed to. Beitza say you're allowed because if you're going to prevent him from coming and doing this pe'ule, Mimele he's not going to shecht bechlal, and then he's not going to have simchas Yom Tov. He has no simchas Yom Tov. Zog the Gemara. Tane. Veshovin. Beishamai and Beis, they both of them agree. Shemoilchin olov on top of this hide. That what that he came and he skinned on Yom Tov. Basar letzli. That means you could come and now also part of the tanning is putting it on salt. Now you're allowed to come and salt tzli on Yom Tov, yes. So he decides I'm gonna come and salt this tzli on top of this hide. Mimele, it's gonna come and a bit of salt is gonna fall on the skin on this oil, and Mimele it's gonna start the process. It's gonna keep itself, preserve itself. And why do we matir ala salt avoid it? Because this is what's called kle'achar yad, and because it's only le'achar yad, so they are matir because of simchas Yom Tov. Simchas Yom Tov. Yeah. Omar Abai. Lo yishonu. And you're allowed to come with the salt above this hide. Elo letzli. And this is a little bit letzli. Really, you don't have to do a melicha, proper melicha. Why? Because the tzli is on top of fire. And fire, mish'av sho'iv, the Gemara says not holy. That means it's anyway takes out, it absorbs the blood. But what if you want to come to cook it? So when you go to cook a piece of meat, you have to do proper melicha. So you put loads of salt. So then it's going to be also. You're not allowed to come and do it above this hide. Omar Abai, lo yishonu elo letzli, avo lekedeiro, lo yidono matir. It says in more pshita. Letzli, none. It says before in the Mishnah, dafke letzli. So why are you coming and telling me that the kedeiro lo? It says in more oko mashmalom. Abai, when he comes, it says avo kedeiro lo. What he comes to teach us azoi. Da afilu letzli, ken kedeiro also. This person decides, you know what? Even I'm going to take this basal and to use this meat for tzli, for roasting. You know what I'm going to be machmir? I'm going to do a proper tzliya, a proper melicha. Sorry, a proper melicha. You say no. You cannot do it only when you do a drop of salt, like you do b'derech klal for salt tzli. Then it's going to be mutar. Go to Gemara. Tanu Rabbanon.
It's like a decoration type of thing.
You're matir only when it's in a certain. Yes. Because if not, it's going to be also. Yeah.
Not to get it all over. And then tzli says mamash.
So, Rabeli is asking what's the heter over here? What's the heter of doing melicha with tzli? So pashtus, there's a big shaila on this, but pashtus the heter is because melicha, that means a drop of a melicha. The achronim call it melicha muetes. Melicha muetes is nishkan ibud. It's not called a tanning. That's the thing. But the comment to do salting lekdeiro, proper melicha. That's already starts with the tanning, and that's why, as we call it, melicha meruba. Yeah, it's melicha muetes and melicha meruba. Melicha meruba, where he starts the ibud of the basal, and that's why it's going to be also. Azoi Pashtes explains the Bach. and the Rosh Hashanah, the Primigodim, and on Beitza, that thing. But what's the problem with this pshat? Pshat, that's the pshat of the Gemara. The problem with this pshat is, but the poskim like the Yerushalmi. Yerushalmi says, "Umoileach mikan ad shemoileach es koilo." The poskim the thing, the Yerushalmi, and we could go and do melicha from both sides. Umoileach mikan. Right, he turns now the high to the other side, and he does a nocham al melicha, and ad shemoileach es koilo. If he does it, even if he's a melicha muetes, it already starts over there a bit of a tanning, starts a bit of a ibud. So how they were matir to do so? How they think? So the Malshal, the Samag, and Meleches Me'abed will speak about it. That the Rambam was matir because this is one of the things we can see today in the Shir. One of the special things that he tiru soifon mishum chilosam. Today we can see later on today what's the special things that we say that they are hitiru soifon mishum chilosam. This is one of the.
Did we not?
Yeah, this is a.
Doesn't it say somewhere that when you're roasting meat, that one doesn't need to salt meat when you're roasting meat?
A drop, yeah.
You do need to put a drop on, even if you're roasting?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends. Okay, it's again. But the Pashtas, that's the thing. So Elomai, let's learn a different ether. Let's answer Rebelli's question. So what is the ether? So there's another few malachim. The Rashba, the Meiri, they say that the ether is because it's ibud klachayad, and this is what we explained inside from the Gemara, right? It's mashma zayechet from Rashi a bit. So the Isur is only with the Rabbanon, because any melocha klachayad is only the Rabbanon. So the matir, the kam, do tzli. Why shouldn't you do also melicha for kedera, right? Oh, because the matir melicha letzli. Why? Because he come and not shecht, and that's what the matir only the minimum. They were matir only the minimum because why we are matir him to shecht? Because we want to come to do ibud. Because no, he's not going to shecht, and he's not going to shecht. So we are matir only the minimum, and that's why it's not. But what we are matir, it's only the rabbanon. But you know, matir is the rice, not to the. That's why only klachayad is going to be mutar. Okay. Says the Gemara, but yeah, okay. There is an interesting Sharamelech. The Sharamelech fragt in Idchos Yontav. He says, if you understand, he understood Pashtas, as you said before, and that the heter of it is because Melicha Tzli is not really a ibud gomor, as we said. It's not really a ibud, right? No, Ibazaya fragt. The Gemara Menoch is a Fopalev. The Gemara comes and brings a special pasuk that he allowed to come and to do Melichas Korbanos on Shabbos. Now the Korbanos you don't cook. What do you do with the Korbanos? Tzli. Roast. Oh, he was, why do we need this? It's not melacha, that's also. So why do you need a special pasuk? The Rambam passed in Perek, I don't remember, Mizbeach, Perek Hey, Mizbeach, the Rambam passed Melichas HaKorbanos ke Melichas HaTzli. So if you moileh the korbanos like a melichas hatzli, melichas hatzli, you just said now that what? It's not a doiraisa, it's only the rabbanon. Why do you need a special pasuk to be matir melichas korbanos and Shabbos? Like no menachas, it's only the rabbanon. As I fact, so you look at the Rashba, it's going to be okay. It's going to kilach hayad when you do it, or then you don't do it kilach hayad. Right? Yeah. What do you say, Rishonim? Yeah. Yes, that's exactly the question. Why do you? Yeah, but a kol bon chotaki v'mela. No, that's a different, separate. Yeah, that's a separate one. Yeah, it's a different. Yeah. It's a separate din of melich. Kol bon chotaki v'mela. Yeah. Go to Gemara. Tonu Rabbanon. Ein moilchin asachalovim. Of a behemoth, it shouldn't come and smell. But they have the chalovim over there inside, they have the fat, they don't want it to smell. By doing that, you're doing ibud, right? And melichas chalovim is ibud, and it's ibud oiraisa. As I said, Rashi, you can see it, Rashi on the base. Rashi on the base says it mefurish on the top, and Rashi on the base also. Rashi understands that ibud chalovim is a melocha doiraisa. And as the Ran understands, the Ram understands. Not like that, but okay. Ein melichas chalovim, it shouldn't. Why? Because he's doing ibud. Vein me'abchin boin. That means to come and to give it a little bit of lots of hair. Why? Because by coming that air it out, because also it shouldn't smell, right? So he doesn't want to keep them all together stuffed. So he's airing them out. He's coming and giving them Why? Because also this is also a type of a ibud. It's also beginning to come into do an ibud. That's going to be also. It's also a type of a form of an ibud. Yeah. The Omar Mishum Rabbi Yeshua Omu Shoychon. That means you can spread it out. Berevach al gabi yeseidos. Why it shouldn't smell and why? Because if not, he's not going to shecht. He doesn't want to lose the chalovim. Omar Amasne. Aloche Rabbi Yeshua that you're allowed to come and to spread it al gabi yeseidos on like pegs to come and to hang it. Ikadamre. Omar Amasne ein aloche Rabbi Yeshua. And finally the Gemara. Bishloim elemando Omar aloche Rabbi Yeshua. No, it's the we need to tell us. Why? Because Salke died to Hamina Yochid Rabbi Aloche Rabim, from Mashmanon, Aloche Yochid, and that's why we have to come to say that Aloche Rabbi Yeshua. Elo Lemando Omar, if the Kedam, Ein Aloche, that what? Aloche is not like Rabbi Yeshua. Pshita. Why you have to tell us Ein Aloche? We always know the klal of Yochid Rabim, Aloche Rabim. So why you have to tell me Ein Aloche Rabbi Yeshua? Rabbi Yeshua is the Yochid. And for the Gemara. Ma'u the Teim. We might come and think as I. Stabber time of the Rabbi Yeshua. What's the reason of the Rabbi Yeshua? We start at the time of the Rabbi Yeshua. The ilo isharisle. If you know allow him to come and to do to hang the chalovim, mimna velo yishochim. He's not going to shecht and he's not going to have the simchas yontiv. And that's why we should say the halacha is as Rabbi Yeshua. For mashmalon, afal piken. Even if the Rabbi Yeshua has nimuko imoy, that means he has a reason and he has a good reason because if if you prevent him to come and hanging the chalovim, he's not going to shecht and he's going to miss out from the min simchas yontev. Afal began, komash malon that the halacha is not like Rabbi Yeshua. Faydi Gemara. Umay shno ma'oir lifnei hadorsan. That means what's the difference? We say now chalovim. The Fidas Ikadamra. We say the ein halacha Rabbi Yeshua, and you cannot hang the chalovim. You cannot hang the chalovim, right, to air them out. What's the difference between the oir lifnei hadorsan? What Beis Hillel said in the Mishnah? Avol magbi no yisam. Yeah, you're allowed to come and air it out. Says the Gemara, Daf Yud Aleph on the base. Awesome. Over there, when he's coming and he's spreading out the hide in front of the doyson, so it's not muchach that what that he actually wants to do tanning. He's not starting the ibud. He's not starting the ibud. Why? Because you can come and lean on it, right? And people are not going to come and say, "Oh, he has the." No, he put it there because he wants over there people to come and to lean on it. He wants to lean on it, and that's the thing that you'll have to do on Yom Tov. And only therefore you'll have to sit on it, and only that's the reason they were matter to do it in Yom Tov. Over here, also maybe people are going to have a mistake. They will say, "My time is Shauli Rabbanon." What's the reason that Rabbanon came and was matter me to come and to spread the chalovim? Right? The chalovim shouldn't come and have a smell. That means that's a beginning already of a tanning. Both of the melachas is a melacha of ibud, coming and keeping, right? Preserving the chalovim. So, okay, I'm hanging it. I'm doing a bit of a melich. I'm salting it. It's all the same idea. And therefore, Rabbanon came and asked us to come and to hang the chalovim. The people shouldn't have over there a mistake. Says the Gemara. Omar Rav Yude, Omar Shmuel. Moileach Odom. A person is allowed to come and to do meliche of kamo chatichois bosa bevasachas in one go. Why? Because all of the amlochas together is one tirche. It's one tirche. Even though afal pi she'enu tzorich elol chatichachas. Daf no eins. He doesn't need all of them. He needs only one. It's not called the extra tirche. It's going to be mutar, even though he's going to come and do a few chatichos together. And yeah, now when he's doing over there the meliche, what happens? Now he's preserving the meat, right? He's doing it shaloi letzerech. He's doing it in Yom Tov. So it's a tircha shaloi letzerech because he is doing one. By doing all of them, it's going to be the same thing. Says the Gemara, Rabade bar ave mari. He would come and do a shtick. What he would come and do? Umolach, he would come and sold garme. That means he would come and do meliche, one piece after other piece. Why? Because he would come and say azoi. Oh, he would come and do a meliche for one piece and say, no, you know what? I see over here a better piece for Yom Tov. Then does the second one. Then he says, no, you know what? I changed my mind. That piece looks even much better for Sudas Yom Tov. Now he goes and he does meliche for that one. Then he sees another piece. He says, no, Yene is better. And that was the arome. That's called the arome. He would come and say every piece. He would come and say this is better, and that's what he did. All of the pieces of meat what he had, and he understood, Ravad Barave, that he allowed to come to be Marim, to come to salt everything. Why? Because he shouldn't come to Hefsed of Noisor, right? Not Noisor, it's not called Kom, but should be leftover their meat. And if he's going to have leftover meat, he's not going to Shech for Yom Tov, right? Because he doesn't want to lose. He says, if I'm going to lose, I'm not interested to Shech. But that was the heter. Again, the heter is the same heter, yeah. No, it's better to come and to do it piece by piece. Yeah, if to do the whole lot and the whole go, it's probably it's not that good like you're doing it in one thing. Yeah. Okay. Says the Gemara. Says the Mishnah. Ishama yoimin. Ein mesalkin es atrisin beyontev ubesilel. That means even for coming and as we learned this already beforehand, that the person needs spice. You need a spice for Simchas Yontev, right? That's Simchas Yontev, right? And these trisim, he comes to open it, he opens the shop to take the spice. This Shammai say, no, you can't. For Beisilel, Matirin, Ve'af, Af, Le'achzir, to come to put it back in a place, because as we learned already beforehand, and Binyan Bekelim, and all of these things. Yeah. My trisim, what is this trisim? What trisim Beisilel or Matir, even to put it back, and there's no chashash for Boine. Omarule. Trisei, what we talk about over here is talking about Trisei Chanuyos. Trisei Chanuyos. That means these are the doors of what the Sochrim have in front of them, what's called Chanuyos. Now, it doesn't mean the Chanuyos means a built Chanus. It's talking about the Chanus over here. Exactly. You open it in front of you, and by opening it in front of him, he's coming or putting it back, right? So he has like a big window, and on the big window, he has like a piece of wood, takes it out, puts on it his spices, and then he puts it back. And the Lefi that's going to be mutar. Now, Rashi comes and he's makpi to come to tell us that they are not mechuber lakarka. They are not mechuber lakarka. Right? And Rashi has to explain that way. Why? Because if it's mechuber lakarka, also Beisilel would come and say that this is also because he's boine, he's soiser, right? This is binyan ustire. And therefore, Rashi has to tell us dafke that this is not mechuber lakarka. Says the Gemara. Omarule, ve'omarule. Shloisha devorim hetiru chachamim was matir to do on Yom Tov soifon mishum techiloson. Yeah, and this is what we spoke beforehand. 3 things chachamim were matir to come to do on Yom Tov soifon mishum. The people should come and do the techiloson, and they shouldn't come and not do the Chilatzon because of Soifon, and that's why they were matir to come and to do it. Beilwein. Oil lifnei adoyson. They were matir in the end to come and to spread it out after the shchita. Why? Because if not, a person is not going to shech lekatchile. The chilatzon is not going to shech lekatchile, and what is going to happen? Simchas Yom Tov. Second thing is utrisei chanuyos. They were matir for the spice, right? This person sells the spices to come and to open it up, and even also the le'af le'achzir, as Rabbi Shila say, af le'achzir, and to put back. At the end of the day, why? Because if we're going to ask them to put it back, they're not going to open up like a tchile, and he's not going to have a good food with spices for Simchas Yom Tov. What's the third thing? What we didn't see yet? V'chazoras retie b'mikdash. That means they were matir. We learned it in Eirovim. We were matir the kohen who does the avodah b'samigdash in Shabbos on Yom Tov to put back in the end of the avodah the bandage. He has a bandage. Now you don't have to do the avodah with the bandage. Why? Because chatzitza. You can't do avodah with chatzitza. But if he takes it off before the avodah, it shouldn't have chatzitza in the avodah sekabonis. You can't have chatzitza. Because if we're going to ask this kohen to put back the bandage, he's not going to take it off, and he's not going to do the avodah in Beis Hamikdash. So they were matir to come in to do it. Soifon b'shum tchiloson. ורח באומר רבי יהודה, אף הפויסי החביס, ומה התחיל ביסוסי על גב הרגל, ועלי בדרבי יהודה דאומר איגמר. That means that's right. This is a bit of a Gemara, what we learned in Chagiga, we're going to see in Chagiga. This means that's right. Chachomim came and made a Gzeras Tumah. That means, what's a Gzeras Tumah? Any maga of Amoretz any mag of Amoritz touches something, it becomes Tomei. Al Gavne should say because they have a certain tumor. Chutz from when? Sholish Regolim. Why Sholish Regolim? Why not? So the more in the thing says not to be mevayesh them. So everyone could be regular, everyone's together. Now there's a machloikes, Rabbi Yehuda and Chachomim. What's the din of food? What the Amiratzim touched it when Bizman Regel, yeah, they came to the shop. Bizman Regel, they came to Yerushalayim, they came into Bizman Regel, they came into the shop, and they have the wine and bread, and they went to the Chovel. Chovel has a shop, and they touched it. And now it was left. It was left after the Yom Tov. What's going to be the din? So Lefi Chachomim, they are metame. The Amir Rotzis are metame when they are. What's basically the shaila? Do we say that be'etzem the Amiratzim are metame also beregel, also in Yom Tov, just what not to be mevayesh them? We come and say, okay, in the regel don't be choishes the tume, but be'etzem idos tome, be'etzem idos tome, and therefore once that's it. It's after Yom Tov, it's after the regel. It's going to be tome is no tzav heter, and that's the alpin chachomim. So you made anything what they touch bizman regel be'etzem idos tome. Really, it's Tomei. Just we came and we gave it a certain heter. Yeah. So everything, the whole Tumah the Rabbanon, Amoritz is Tumah the Rabbanon. Rabbi Yehuda says no, it's not Tomei. Why? Because they were matir. That means they said in Yom Tov, Amoritz is not metame. So he touched it when he was not Tomei. And he made also what's left after the regel, it's also not going to be Tomei. Now, Rachbe explains the reason Rabbi Yehuda. Hitiru soifom mishum tchilosam. That means, what means hitiru soifom mishum tchilosam? Means that they were matir the sof to be metayar the what left, the wine or the bread, whatever he touched, the schoyer was left after the regel. Mishum tchilosam. Why? Because they should open up the schoyer in the regel, and that means why? Because if the person says, 1 second, everything what the Amoritz touches now is going to be left after the regel. It's going to be Tomei. You know what? Amiratzim out. I don't let Amiratzim into my shop. Even the regel, they don't let them. Right? Because he says, what's going to happen? If it's going to be left after the regel, it's going to become Tomei. And that's why Rachbe explains Rabbi Yehuda. That's the way Rachbe explains Rabbi Yehuda. And therefore, Rabbi Yehuda comes and says that a moicher, a barrel of wine. Yeah, now let's go back. Let's see it inside again. That means, comes Rabbi Yehuda and says, a shopkeeper who sells a barrel of wine, and he opened a barrel of wine. When he opened it, beregel in the Yom Tov, and the Amiratzim touched the wine does not become Tomei, and he could continue to come and to sell it also as Yain Toir. He could come and continue to sell it as Yain Toir, also after the regel. And the same thing also Easter, that means a dough. He came to sell it in Yom Tov, and the Amiratzim touched it. He could also sell it the Tare after the regel, because so for Mishum Tchiloson. It's a safe Mishum Tchiloson. The reason could be Simchas Yom Tov, the reason could be different reasons. Yeah.
Is there enough between this, you say if the Amoritz touches it on Yom Tov, it doesn't transmit the Torah, or is it that?
Yes, it's going to be a
Or is
different.
it that the
Yes.
Torah on the Amoritz is suspended, so it's not
So that's a different shot. Rachbe understands not like that. Rachbe understands that the Amoritz is also metam. Just why we were mati after the regel, because so from Shut Chilosom. I just bought the other smallest here, but Bemis here. Rachbe understand not like that. Rachbe understand that there is for sure it's going to be a difference. We don't have to come to the so from Shut Chilosom. Yeah.
You say you suspend this
Yeah.
Torah on Yom Tov,
Yeah.
then you don't have to worry.
Fine Gemara now. So Ule told us a very big chidush that we have some things that we are matir seifon mishum chiloson. One of the things that we are matir seifon mishum chiloson, says Ule, is oil lifnei hadoson. Right? Oil lifnei hadoson, we are matir seifon mishum chiloson. Fine the Gemara. Oil lifnei hadoson. Tanina, we learned this din, and the Mishnah, right? If we turn the Gemara said the Nomad Aleph. Oil lifnei hadoson. And where the Gemara said, Ule had to come and teach us this din. That you're allowed to come to hang the hide. Why? Because if not, we wouldn't come and think of it. Ma'u the teme. Ta'amayu the bisila. Why bisila matir? Mishum the chosile mizge. You could come and sit on it, lean on it. Right? That's the reason. Mishum the chosile mizge alay. Ve'afilu me'erev Yom Tov name. Even though, let's say the person shechted erev Yom Tov, he shechted the behemoth. You're also allowed to come now and to hang the hide. Why? Because Chazal Emish de alayu, and that's what he says. No. For mashmalon, if you say from Mishum Tfilos, and Ule comes and says only by coming and shechting on Yom Tov, then you're allowed to come and to hang the hide. But if you came and you done it before Yom Tov, for sure you're not allowed to come to hide it. You have another reason. Oh, well, it's not the same reason. Why? The Yom Tov in, the Erev Yom Tov loi. They were not matir because he's not going to stop with shechting Erev Yom Tov because he could come and hang the hide also Erev Yom Tov. He's not going to come and lose. And that's why they were not matir for him to hang it in Yom Tov if he shechted Erev Yom Tov. Yeah. So the Gemara weiter. A lot of speak over the way.
Wouldn't that make
Yeah.
people wouldn't that make people say, you know what, I might want to shut down Yom Tov, but because I can hang my hide on Yom Tov, therefore I'm going to wait up on Yom Tov and do it on Yom Tov because I can hang up my hide. So this is like pushing people to an issa, even though they might want to shut down Yom Tov, they say, no, I'm not going to because I can't hang up my hide.
So the Rashba says actually, the Rashba says that you need both of the reasons. In order to come, this heter of spreading the hide, oil lifnei adoyoson, and achzoras trisin, or all of these things that we are matir soif mishum tchiloson, is we need both of the reasons. We need also another kule and the melocha itself.
Sorry, what's the both? What's the both? Well, one is because you want
Also chazel and mizgale, and also because soif mishum tchiloson.
right. Okay.
Says the Gemara. Now, for the Gemara, the same question, very similar on Trise Chanuyos. Right? We said that one of the things that Ule said that we are matir Trise Chanuyos. Right? The Gemara Trise Chanuyos, Nami Tanina we learned now Mishne, we still matir na plach, they want to chidush of Ule. And for the Gemara, Mao the Teimet the Beisilel, Mishum dein binyan bekeli vein stira bekeli. Only something that's mechubel karka, there's binyan of stira. Ve'afilu the batim name, also trisim of batim, you're also allowed to count it back. So you don't need the reason of Simchas Yom Tov in order to come and to be matir to put it back. Mashmanon Ule tells you no. Even though there isn't the Iso Binyan Mestire, that's Midoiraisa, that's no Iso. Over Midarabonon, you should know there is Binyan Mestire Bekelim. There is Binyan Mestire Bekelim. So there's no heter to come and to put back Stam Chazoras Trisim from Tevois, yeah? It's not going to be a heter to put it back Stam. Only because that's why do matir. So that's what he says. Komash malon. Itiru soifo mishum tchiloson the chanuyo is in. Ober if it's the batim loy. Yeah, because we still have over there the thing. Log the Gemara weiter. Now the third thing what we learned itiru soifo mishum tchiloson is the Retia Bamigdos. Friday Gemara, Zoras Retia Bamigdos, Nametanine. We learned it in the end of Masechet Eruvin. We learned of them, Machzirin Retia Bamigdos, Avaloi Bamedine. And for the Gemara, Mao the Taimen. Taime Mai. What's the reason that we come and we put back the Retia Bamigdos? Mishum the Ainsh with Bamigdos. Now, this Retia, yeah, what's the problem of coming and putting on the bandage over there? What's the issue of putting on a bandage on Yom Tov or Shabbos? Shema, Ischoik, Ishchoik, Samemonim. So the whole issue is only the Rabbanon, right? So if it's only the Rabbanon, it's a Shvus, ain't Shvus Vamigdosh. And that's why I feel the Lava Avoidei also you should allow to come and put back the Retia because he's in Beis Hamikdash. For Mashmalon, that's what Ule come and tells us no. I feel okay. Tiru Soifon Mishum Tchiloson. Not all Isur Shvus the Omati Beis Hamikdash. We spoke about it a few times, yeah, and not all of the. It's so important because the Dechklal, right? We understood in the Shir many times that, especially that, right? Eish was Vamidosh, everything is mutter. No, it doesn't work that way. Not everything is Eish was Vamidosh, and the Rashba said it before it's over here, and we mentioned it when we learned in Eirovin and the end. We mentioned it in Daf Kuf Beis, and the Rashba over here in Beitza, and Daf Yudalef from the Beis comes and tells that even though Eish was Vamidosh, they were machmir some of the Isurim that are, the Rashba calls it Kroivim Lidei Meloche. Some Isurim Kroivim Lidei Meloche, Bichlal them also Chazoras Retia is going to be awesome. Right. Okay. Says the Gemara. Oh, so Mao the Tame itself, we said that Midos, the Varavoidein, the Varavoideloi. Says the Gemara. We saw another din of Sefer Shutros. So Poiteach es Chavitoi, na metanina. Poiteach es Chavitoi, matchil beisoso, al gavo regel. Rabbi Yehuda Omer Igmor, you're allowed to continue to sell it, but the Chaverim also after the regel. Chachoimim, lo Igmor. So you see over there, Mefurish Gemara in Chagige. So why do you need over here to come and tell it us? Rabbi Bazoi, what Rachve comes and adds over here in Rabbi Yehuda? And for the Gemara, Ma'u the Tame. Tumas Amoretz, Beregel Ketare, Shavi Rabbonon. And if he touched it, right? If the Amoretz touched the barrel, or he touched the, let's say the Isa, yeah, he touched the dough in the regel. So Af al Gabo, the Lo Hitril Nami. Also, when he didn't come to start to sell the wine, he's also not going to be Tome, right? He's going to allow to come to sell it also after Yom Tev. For Mashmalon, that's what Rachbe come and tells us in Shitas Rabbi Yehuda. And the Rabbi Yehuda, it's not only because only that's the reason they were matter to continue to sell the wine after the regel. That you shouldn't start and you shouldn't be a chashash not to start to sell because then you can't sell it after that. And therefore, itchil in or below itchil loy. Says the Gemara. Yeah. The Rambam, and this is interesting what the Meshulam asked before. What the Meshulam asked before is a little bit what we see over in the Rambam. The Rambam in Metame Mishkav Umoishal. And Perik Yudalef Alochetes. The Rambam Paskins. Tumas Amoretz Beregel, says the Rambam. Ketahare Yichashuva. Shekol Yisrael Chaverim Ein Beregel. Are they passing the Rambam? Right, that's the Rambam. And why? The Rambam means because the Gemara is the Sha'akol Metarim is Atzvam Regel. Also the Amiratim, they know that after they're going out to Yerushalayim, they know to go to Metar themselves the Regel. Also the Amiratim. So that mashma, the Rambam, that is not called a sort of tumah. You don't need to come to the reasons over here of Sefer Mishum Tchiloso because the Amoritz touches Bizman Regel, it's Torah because they actually were given of din of Ta'areh. The problem is that an Alocha Yud, but then Mishkav Moisho, the Rambam says, Apoisei Achavitoi Beregel, he passed like our sugya. Achar Regel was left from the barrel, yeah? He opened up the barrel, and after the Regel was left a little bit of the barrel over there, off from the dough, right? So, says the Rambam over there, even though it died, or Meisa, it's Becheskas Tume, even though he didn't touch it, only Bisman, he was a Chover and a Stoil. So, the Choyer, what do you see over here? If the reason is because everyone is Stoil, why it hasn't a Becheskas Tume? The Rambam said it has a Cheskas Tume, it's Sugi over here. Azoi, Shine on the Rambam. And that's going to be Daf Kemin, as Rabbi Shulam asked before. Yeah, okay. Ich gedenk nicht der Territz, aber okay. We'll have to find out. Says the Gemara weiter. So, Oiva Zoi, yeah, what exactly added over here, the Chachomim, right, as we said, so he said, the reason is because, as we said, Soifa Mishut Chilos. Okay. So anymore, Ve'ule. Ule said three things, right? He didn't bring the last thing, right? Of Itchilim Kol Beregel, he didn't bring that thing. Why not? Fighting him over. Ve'ule. My time lo yomar ho. And for the Rebung Blue, the Loiko Mairi. That means Ule didn't come things that have a machloikas. Fighting him over. Really? All of them are machloikas. You look at the Mishnah. Beishamai, Beisilel, Trisin, or Livnei Adosan, all of them are machloikasin. For the Gemara, Anoch Nami, Plukteninu. And for the Gemara, Beishamai, Vemokoi, Beisilel, Eino Mishnah. And the Gemara understood now that what? That this is actually done. And this will become the expression comes over here. Beishamai, Vemokoi, Beisilel, Eino Mishnah. We know Misiach is Bechlal, but the Dino Beishamai, it's Keilun, though there's no machloikas. Look at the Gemara. Masnisim. Let's go back to our Mishnah. Our Mishnah, what we learned, that also by coming and removing the trisim, the machloikes, Beishamai and Beisilel, about removing, not only bringing back, removing the trisim is going to be also machloikes. Says the Gemara, the loiki ai tane, this is not fitting like the tane. Which tane? Shtei dazoi. The tane, Omar Rab Shimon ben Elazar, moidim Beishamai uBeisilel, shemesalkin es atrisim beyom tev, lo yinechleku, when is the machloikes lo lachzir. So it's not like, right? שבשם היו אומרים, אין מחזיר, וביסילה לא אומרים, אף מחזירים. Continue the Beitza. Let's see the Beitza, the full Beitza. But we can see already that the Beitza doesn't fit with our Mishnah, because our Mishnah Pashas, the Machloikis is afilu by coming and being Mesalek, not only by bringing it back. Now, Bamedvo Mamorim says the Beitza. When is the Machloikis? Beishama and Beisilel, that you're not allowed to come and to put it back. Beshayesh lo in tzir. That means from both sides of the trees, you have over there like a small knob coming out, small belita, small knob coming out, and it goes into the hole of the hinge. Yeah, it's like a hinge, what goes out. And that's why, what's the problem with that? By having that hinge that's sticking out, going back in, and that is doimel binyan. Then it's doimel binyan. It has doimel binyan because it's connected, and then it goes on both hinges, right? It's turning. It's like a house. And that's why Bishamai came and asked her. Avol ein lo hentzir. Just what they put it on the petach. They are not just fixing it on the petach. So they don't look like binyans. And then divrei koil muter. Bring the Gemara on the Beitza. For Tani, we learned the Beitza. Punkt verkehrt from the previous Beitza. We learned in the Beitza steht azoi. Bamed vorim amorim b'she'ein lo hentzir. Aval yesh lo hentzir. Divrei koil osur. Punkt verkehrt. Because yesh lo ein lo hentzir. Then it's the machlokes. We say it's still doimel binyan. And Beisila say no. But yesh lo hentzir. Everyone's masking. I feel Beisila. It's like a binyan. It's boine v'soiser, and that's what's going to be also. Enter the Abaye, Omar Abaye. Both of the Tanoim, of both of the Beitza don't have a machlokes, which is what? Both of them say as Beshayesh lo hentzir min hatzad divrei koil osur. Say lefi Beishamai, say lefi Beisilel. Why you're not allowed to put back the trees? Because lefi Beishamai is going to be Odoi Raisa, because Beishamai Alpim as yesh binyan bekelim. Lefi Beisilel is going to be the Rabbonon because it's doimel binyan, right? Because what if ein lo hentzir kol ikel? So then it's going to be divrei koil moto because it doesn't look like binyan. When is the machlokes? Keep lige. Sheyesh lo hentzir be'emtza. Be'emtza the trees. I think she put on the group a picture of it. You can say yes, there's a tzir be'emtza. Oh, you have the pictures of it in the article. Okay. Keep lige be'esh lo hentzir be'emtza. So in the middle of the trees, you put in a hole. Yeah, and that is yes, doimel binyan, not doimel binyan. So it's like it's doimel binyan, but not doimel binyan gomu. Let's say it. So yes, oh, exactly. It's only hanging on one side. Yeah, like this skyline. Yeah. So then, Mar Sova Daf Yud Beis Amud Aleph. Mar Sova Gazrin and Tzir ve'emtza Oto Tzir min hatzad. That means that's the Lefi Beishamai. Or Mar Sova Loi Gazrin. And Kuntoy that the machlokes, there's no machlokes between the Breises. Bechlal. Right? The first Breise, let's say thing. The first Breise, come the teacher that word. The machlokes Beisham Beisilel is in which case it has a Tzir ve'emtza. It has a Tzir ve'emtza, and that's why. When the Breise finishes off, ein lo hentzir klal divrei koil muter. The second Breise, what teaches that word that the machlokes is punkt verkehrt, is talking about they have a machlokes when they don't have a tzir, batzad. Just what? Be'emtza. And that's why we finish off. Im yesh lo hentzir, that means that then everyone's going to agree that what? If they have a tzir min hatzad, so everyone's going to agree that it's going to be awesome. Okay. There's lots to speak about what we learned, but let's start today's daf. Today's daf. Daf Yud Beis Amud Aleph, the Mishnah. So you start today's shir, we're starting now a new sugya. New sugya, very, very, very important for Yomim Tovim. We're now in Yerach HaYisonim, it's called, right? Yerach HaMoyadim. We're talking about many, many, many dinim of Yom Tov. So let's talk a little bit about, even you'd like to spend a bit of time on it, even if you fall behind. Maybe, I don't know. You decide. Okay. So now we start to be done about the melocha, what's called oichel nefesh. Right? We know oichel nefesh is mutter and yom tov. So let's speak a bit about, understand what's talking about the way oichel nefesh, and the psukim will state in the Torah about oichel nefesh. So let's start the psukim in Parshas Boy. In Parshas Boy, we know the psukim tell us about. Let's start with Pesach. Right? In Pesach is the pasuk ubayom harishon mikro kodesh ubayom hashevi mikro kodesh yeh lochem. Kol meloch lo yitza bohem, ach asher yeochel lechol nefesh hu levadoy yoso lochem. Okay, that's one pasuk. Now that is in Parshas Boy. Let's go to Parshas Hamoyados. Parshas Hamoyados, and then Parshas Hamoyados. Over there, it doesn't mention b'chlal the heter of doing meloch. And Pesach and Parshas Boy is there, right? Ach asher yeochel lechol nefesh Ulevada Yosel Lachem, Mefurish, that what you're allowed to do a melachas, certain melachas in Yom Tov. Now, when we talk about in Parshas Hamoyados, right, in Sefer Vayikro, Kapitel Chof Gimel, over there is not mentioning Bechlal the heter of Asiyas Melacha. And if we go through, right, of Oichel Nefesh, right, what says over there? So if we look at let's go through the Yom Tov, which stated in Parshas Hamoyados. In Pesach, what it says in Pesach, Vayom Arishon Mikra Kodesh Yeh Lochem, Kol Meleches Avodah Lo Yisasu. That's it. State the Hashem also no. Shvi Shel Pesach also. Vayom Shvi Mikra Kodesh Yeh Lochem, Kol Meleches Avodah Lo Yisasu. The same thing. Now let's go to Shavuos. In Shavuos also, we look at the psukim over there. Yeah, again, Mikra Kodesh Yeh Lochem, Kol Meleches Avodah Lo Yisasu. Kol Meleches Avodah Lo Yisasu. The same thing. Rosh Hashanah. Zichron Tro Mikra Kodesh, Kol Meleches Avodah Lo Yisasu. Sukkos, Vayom Arishon Mikra Kodesh, Kol Meleches Avodah Lo Yisasu. Shmini Atzeres, Vayom Hashmini Mikra Kodesh, Kol Meleches Avodah Lo Yisasu. Now, it doesn't say anything about doing melacha. Now, let's talk about places that we know that is also to do melacha. When is that? Shabbos, Yom Kippur, yeah. Shabbos and Yom Kippur. What steht in Shabbos and Yom Kippur? V'chol melacha lo yisasu. You notice the difference? Oh. All of the Yom Tov Parshas Hamoyados, all of them. It says Kol meleches avodah lo yisasu. But when we talk about Shabbos and Yom Kippur, it says V'chol melacha lo yisasu. And over there, also in Parshas Hamoyados, if you look over there inside the psukim. Yeah. Says the Ramban. What's the pshat? Says the Ramban. All of the Moyados, it says Meleches Avodah. Right? We notice there's a slightly difference. We look. What's the pshat Meleches Avodah? Says the Ramban that comes from Rames, Le'afuke Meleches Oichel Nefesh. Why? Because Oichel Nefesh is mutter to do in Yom Tov. That's a Meloche, what's called a Meleches Anoeh. Called the Meleches Anoy, that's what it's called in the Achronim, and that's not included what the Torah calls Meleches Avodah. Kol Meleches Avodah lo yisasu. Davke Meleches Avodah. Or Meleches Anoy. What's a Meleches Anoy? Oichel Nefesh. Oichel Nefesh is Meleches Anoy. The Daf does. He's some big guy allowed to smoke on your because this thing. It's Meleches Anoy. That's also one of their theory. Okay, we get Isharayim them, but Stam is the thing. So Meleches Anoeh is not the Meleches Avodah. Only Shabbos they keep it. Sorry?
There's Shovel L'chol Nefesh.
Shovel L'chol Nefesh. Okay, but
No Shovel L'chol Nefesh.
Okay, I'm just bringing as the idea with what's called the Meleches Anoeh. Yeah. That's what we're learning. Okay, Achasher Yochel L'chol Nefesh. Right, Chazal thing. Basically, Rashi learns not in this thing, right? Rashi learns and Rashi learns that we learn from Binyan Av. We learn out from Binyan Av. State over there in Pesach. Achasher Yosel Lechol Nefesh, right? And Chazal learn Binyan Av for all the Moyados. All the Moyados. Not everyone agrees like the Ramban. But we learn it out from it says Meleches Avodah. That's Meleches Avodah. Not Meleches Anoy. Rashi understands that this is not it. Rashi understands that this is Rashi on the Beitza of Rabbi Shmuel, on Binyan Av, right? Rabbi Shmuel brings the Beitza of Rabbi Shmuel, right? So the third midah, what is the third midah? Oh, Binyan Av. What's a Binyan Av? Rashi brings the example for Binyan Av is Achasher Yosel Chol Nefesh. We learn out from Pesach to the rest of the Moyados that it's going to be mutar. Shitas Ayareim is that the Torah was matir to do Melocha in Yom Tov, Sai L'tzorech Haguf, Sai L'tzorech HaNefesh as the thing. Why? Because that's a kiyum mitzvah. That means he says it's a mitoich hazah. It's a mitoich. We can see the sugi of mitoich when you see a little bit later what's the mashmos of mitoich. Okay, so let's look at the melocha in Shabbos and Yom Kippur. So in Shabbos and Yom Kippur, what state over there? It says kol melocha. It doesn't say meleches avodah. It says tam melocha. Because any melocha, even a meleches avodah, even a meleches anoeh, all of them is going to be awesome. Okay, the Ramban, just let's finish. I do want to start the day's daf. The Ramban brings. That's why the pasuk in Parshas Boy. Let's go back to the pasuk in Parshas Boy. Parshas Boy don't state the heter of meleches oichel nefesh. Why in Parshas Boy we come and the third behedye was mati meleches oichel nefesh? Why? Because it says over there kol melocha lo yiras. Let's look at the Psukim in Pashas Boy. What's the Pasuk in Pashas Boy? Remember when we said the Pasuk in Pashas Boy? What's it in Pashas Boy? Ubayom HaRishon Mikol Kodesh, Ubayom HaShvi Mikol Kodesh Yeh Lachem Kol Melach Oloi. Dit is Kol Meleches Avoida. If it steht Kol Melacho, I might come and think, even the Meleches Anoy, garnish like Shabbos and Yom Kippur. That's why the Torah has to come and tell you, no, Ach Asher Yoasel Chol Nefesh Shu Levado Yoasel Lachem. Because the Torah said Melacha. I might come and think Melacha is any Melacha. That's why you have to come and say now, no, any Melacha. So the Ramban, B'Shem, the Rabbeinu Hananel, that's why in Pashas Boy, we have to come behediet, be matir, Meleches Oichel Nefesh, because it says only Kol Melacha Lo Yoseh. And also Meleches Oichel Nefesh. That's why we have to come with the same. Okay. Okay, there's a Ibn Ezra. Kidai ve'imot to look over there in the Ibn Ezra also in Pachas Boy. We're gonna start the Mishnah. Okay. So the Mishnah. So let's start with the Melacha as we start also in Shabbos. The first Melacha what we start in Shabbos is Yitzias HaShabbos. Oitzoi mirashus lerashus. Oitzoi mirashus lerashus. Oitzoi mirashus lerashus. What happens to the Tzoi Choichel Nefesh? You're allowed to do on Yom Tov, lefi everyone. Guess what? The Machloikas of Bisham and Beis Hillel is Oitzoi, that's not Letzoi Choichel Nefesh. That's a Machloikas. Let's see the Mishnah. Bisham Ayoimrim. Ein moitzin lo yesakoten, velo yesalulov, velo sefer Torah lerashus harabim. Why? It's Oitzoi, Letzoi, but not Letzoi Choichel Nefesh. We are allowed to come to do Oitzoi and Yom Tov only Letzoi Choichel Nefesh, and this is not Choichel Nefesh. Beis Hillel matirin. Why? As we can see in the Gemara, they are matir also shaloi Letzoi Choichel Nefesh. They have to take it before they should. Yeah, if you be Shama, you're gonna have to take the lulav.
You also even in the shul, Shama Yavrena that
Yes, even more than that. Even Shammai asked her to take out anything that's not Oichel Nefesh, even something that's a mitzvah. Even something that's a mitzvah. Yeah, even the Hanan says even a cotton lemuloi wouldn't be matir. Even a cotton lemuloi. That means even a tzorich mitzvah, Beisham will not be matir. Yeah, but Tosha says over here, and Dima asked Ochel Galsinen, the last Tosha Ahmed, Ochel Galsinen, and lefi them also Beis Hillel will not matter to come and take out only something that's a tzorich mitzvah. Yeah. And they just flag that the Choyre, that the Beis Hillel matter even to come to play in a ball in the Reshus Harabim. That's what it means. Kadu Reshus Harabim. See, as I flag Tosha over here. So must be that the Melacha that's Hutro letzorech is Hutro also shaloi letzorech. As the Tosha. Yeah. Okay. Zog the Gemara. So we can see the reason of Beis Hillel. We can see the Gemara. Tane Tame Kamei de Rabbi Tzok Barav Dimi. Ashoichet oilas nedove beyomtev loike. Why? Because it was an oiver on the loisasei, right? Loisasei kol melacha. It's a loisasei. The oiver on loisasei you get malchus. The person who came and shechted on Yom Tov, even though it's in a dova, and we don't bring the dorim and the dova is on Yom Tov, it's going to be oiver on the thing, right? He's over on the lab. Says the Gemara because he did the melacha. It's no melacha that's not oichel nefesh, and yeah, but it's not. You're not matter to come into oila is not something that's edible. Oila is kula ila shamayim. It's called oila is kolil. Oila is kolil. Yeah. So if he does a melacha letzorech oila, oila is not edible. So the Torah was not matter to shecht it in Yom Tov, right? Only dafke which oila that's choy vasayoyim. Yeah, that is allowed. But over here is not. It's an oila that's nedove. It's not an oila that's choyva. No oila is choyva, so he's going to be chayim. Omar lei. Rabbi Tzok tells the Tana the Omar Loch, this price and money. Who is it? Beishama Yidam Relo Yamrina Mitoch Shutro Netzoyrech Hutro Nami Shaloi Letzoyrech. That means Shama you say we don't say Mitoch Shutro Letzoyrech Letzoyrech Oichel Nefesh. We are matir also Shaloi Letzoyrech Oichel Nefesh, and that's why we will not matir to Shech the Oilo. That's not Letzoyrech Oichel Nefesh. Why? The Beis Hillel, if we can say like Beis Hillel. For Amre, they say in our Mishnah that you're allowed to come and take out things that are not oichel nefesh. Must be that they held mitoich shehutro. That means Beis Hillel halt. What's the header of Beis Hillel? Now let's explain. What's the header of Beis Hillel? Mitoich sheutro itzoy leitzoyrer. Utonami shelo yitzoy. Yeah, we started to mention it in the Yereim, but let's see it now, the idea. Ochename, the same thing over here. Your matir shchite leitzoyrer what oichel nefesh. Your matir also leitzoyrer not oichel nefesh oilo. The tzorch govoya. You also matir, so he doesn't get malchus. Why? Because mitoich sheutro shchite leitzoyrer. Utonami shelo leitzoyrer. And even a person doesn't need oilo, as he said, but it's going to be mutter the shech. Says the Gemara, Maski Florabe, mi mind the Beisham Beisila Baiplig. Who said that that's Machloikas? Dilme, maybe also the Beisila we don't say mitoich. And now we just talking about Hoitzoy, not Shchita. Not Shchita. Shchita, everyone is going to agree. Why? Because our Mishnah is talking about the different Shaila Bechla. What our Mishnah is talking about? Our Mishnah is talking about the Be'eruv ve'hoitzoy leShabbos, ve'en Eruv ve'hoitzoy leYom Tov. That means that's it. Do we make the takona of Eruv Chatzeros? We learned the ganze Masechet not so long ago, Masechet Eruvin. And over there we saw a very special takona of Chachomim came and done, a takona what's called Eruv Chatzeros. Do we say the Eruv Chatzeros, right, the takona for Melechet Oitzoy of Shabbos, but we don't say Bichlal this takona of Eruv Chatzeros for Oitzoy and Yom Tov, or maybe also the Isur of Oitzoy and takona of Eruv Chatzeros also on Yom Tov. That's the Machloikas. Come if again. What's the machloikas? Also, sag die Gemara. Mal so about that means Beisham had gotten Eruv ve'itzoy leShabbos ve'eruv ve'itzoy leYom Tov, and therefore there was no mutar in Yom Tov, only itzoy letzay oichel nefesh. It's the same thing. Mal so about we still no Eruv ve'itzoy leShabbos. We do say Eruv ve'itzoy leShabbos ve'in Eruv ve'itzoy leYom Tov, and that's why you're allowed to come and take out the Yom Tov also things that are not letzay oichel nefesh. Now, what's the source? What's the mekor to be mechalik between Shabbos and Yom Tov? Is dafke meleches oitzoy. You know why? Kedichsi v'shteit over there v'lo yisoitziu masam v'teichem b'yoyim haShabbos. Over there, it's a pasuk in Yirmiyahu. Yeah, and over there, it's talking about oitzoy, right? Now, oitzoy, as Rashi comes and tells us, where do we learn oitzoy from? V'ya'aviru koil b'machane, right? We learn that over there. That you know allowed to, now Rabbi learned that from Ubayim HaShabbos, that you know allowed to come and take out Oitzoy, Dafke in Shabbos, as you state out in the Pasuk in Yirmiyahu, right? But let's see, Masay Vatechem, Beyoim HaShabbos. And let's be medagdek. Let's be medayek. Shabbos in Dafke in Shabbos don't take out, over Beyom Tev, Loi. There's no Isur of Oitzoy. That also basically can come and say that what we learned in the Braise, if someone shechts Oilas Nadov in Yom Tev, and get mad. Why? The shchite was not mutar in Yom Tov, only the tzorich nefesh. And the oil is not oichel nefesh because it's kolil. It goes, it's a burn offering. It goes, the whole thing goes al gabe mizbeach. What we see in our Mishnah, oitzoy is different because we learned that the pasuk in Yirmiyahu and Dafke b'Shabbos. Maski plo Rav Yosef.
There's no mitoich at this stage.
There's no mitoich. We don't have for mitoich. Maski plo Rav Yosef. Rav Yosef fragt of Rabbe. Elo me'ato. If you're saying that lefi Beis Hillel, it's no mitoich, and we didn't ask the Bechlal Oitzoy on Yom Tov, right? Said Oitzoy, not Shafti Yom Tov. Oitzoy is Dafke and Shabbos. We learn the pasuk in Yirmiyahu. Dafke Shabbos. Oitzoy nishtokin Oitzoy in Yom Tov. Oy bazoi lif legubo avonim. Beisham and Beis Hillel should have machloikas. Stam carrying stones. Because lefi Beis Hillel, you're allowed to take anything in Yom Tov to Rosh Hashanah, right? There's no thing. Even avonim. Take a bit of pebbles. Take a bit of stones out, right? Shabbos is also.
There's muktzah though.
Oh, says over here Rashi that you can't come and say over here that you shouldn't say over here that you're not allowed to carry it because muktzah. Why? Because the whole gzeir of Isur muktzah, of carrying the stones, and it's only why? Oh, very good. And order you should not come and do oitzoy, right? So if there's no Isur Oitzoy in Yom Tov, there's no reason to come into Asar on coming and Tiltul Avonim. The whole Tiltul Avonim in Yom Tov, as we said, you remember we said, the whole Tiltul Avonim, and the thing, Rashi explains it over here. Yeah, the whole thing over there is Tiltul Avonim is only because that idea. So for sure that what is not going to be.
Is because actually that's a person doesn't need it on Shabbos. It's something that's the reason for Avonim, Tiltul Avonim. And Evan is not muktzah if you put it aside to keep a door open or something like that.
That's already what is muktzah, but we said what's the tiltul muktzah? The reason of carrying muktzah is because Isur Oitzoy. And now it depends on the Gzeira Rishona or not. Yeah, the Gzeira Stachemia, Gzeira Rishona. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If it's Gzeira Rishona. When Rashi over here, and Azoy Taka, what the Rabbi Tzchok is coming saying, Rabbi Tzchok is saying, is actually is brought down in the Yeshua, the Chazam Sofer. The Chazam Sofer is not over here; it's in Shabbos Kukman base. But they come and both of them say that from Rashi over the Masha, that also the Gzeira Rishona not is the Gzeira Stachemia, as we spoke in the Agdom of Masechet, and that it also was Mishum Tiltu Loitzon. Okay, now proves Rav Yosef his point. Ve'elo. Mi deloi plige, because Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel do not have a machloikes be'avonim. Shma mino. Everyone agrees that there is oitzoy in Yom, right? There is oitzoy in Yom. And what we are matir only letzorech oichel nefesh, like the rest of the melachos. Just what? We're going to ask me straight away. You're going to ask me for 1 second. So why Yirmiyahu is coming and warning them dafka on Shabbos? Not because there's no Isur Oitzoy in Yom, just because the Isur of Shabbos is more chomo. Because there's a skile, and because, right? And that's why he came and he wanted they should hear him legabe doing Oitzoy dafka in Shabbos. Because in that generation they didn't come and there was powers. So he wanted lechola poches Shabbos don't carry. The Shabbos is much more chomo. Sometimes you say the svara punkt verkehrt, but over here that's what Rashi says over here. Rashi brings this svara because that doyo was spoken, and it's a thing, and he wanted they should listen to him. So he told them lechola poches Shabbos is a isa skila don't carry. That's what he told them over here. Now, so we meile that means basically say what minatoire it's mutter, and why? Now we back to the svara of mitoich shod nefesh. That's a mutter. Beis Shammai, he said it's also minatore. When it happens, shalol letzorech nefesh, and that's why we don't say mitoich. As the Gemara, look the Gemara. Af Rabbi Yochanan Sovar, also Rabbi Yochanan Alt, that the machlokes of Shammai Mesilat is and mitoich. Be mitoich shut letzorech, uto namin shalol letzorech pligem. The Ane Tane Kamei Rabbi Yochanan. We found over there Tane that was going in front of Rabbi Yochanan. Hameva shel gid anoshe chelev beyom. Ve'ochloi. He cooks the gid anoshe in milk in Yom Tov. Yeah, cholov. So gid anoshe is basal, and he's cooking it in cholov. Yeah, I think you say chelev or cholov. What's the ones that have the cholov? I thought so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought it. Yeah. It doesn't make sense if you say chelev. Okay. Yeah. So he's going to get 5 markers. Why? So let's start the count. Zog the Gemara. Loike, the first mark is Mishum Mevashel Gid. Let's explain it. What's the Mevashel Gid? That means on the Meleches Bishlan Yom Tov. Why? He's cooking Yom Tov Gid Anoshe Shaloi Letzorech. He's cooking a Gid that's also Ba'achile. What's mutter in Yom Tov to cook? Oichel Nevesh. Something that you not able to eat. It's over on Bishul. So that's the first. Loike, because Loisase Kom Melocha Poshet Idon Melocha. Second, Loike Mishum Oichel Gid. He ate the Gid Anoshe. Noch a Malchus. Third Malchus is Veloike Mishum Mevashel Basar Becholov. That is going to get Malchus also in a weekday, yeah, but he gets Malchus. The fourth one is Veloike Mishum Oichel Basar Becholov, right? The ghee that was cooked in the Cholov, he ate it. He's going to get another Malchus. Veloike Mishum Av Ore. That means he came in a way, he lit a fire under the pot where he's cooking him. And that is Avore, it's a Meloche, right? Le'atzmo, right? Because it's a day Chiluk Meloches, as Rashi says, She'im Meloche le'atzmo, Kosovar, Yesh Chiluk Meloches, Yom Tov, and that Nilko Ishtayim, and Shtei Meloches, Mishum Yom Tov. It's also called, even though you can say it's part of the Mevashel, says Rashi, no, he understood the Machloikes. We can see later on it's a Machloikes, but not that he understood. That's what the Tane of the Braises learned in front of Rabbi Yochanan. Omar Lei, Rabbi Yochanan tells this Tane was learning this Braise. He tells him, Poik, get out of the Mismedrash and teach this dinim out of the Nicht in Mismedrash. Their dinim nicht in Mismedrash. That means what you said over here is not true. Why? Because the last din that you said that he gets a malchus because Havore, that's not true. What he says, Havore ubishul no mishta. That means it was not written in the Braise. Because for sure he doesn't get malchus on them. Why? Because we say mitoich, right? Mitoich sheutru meleches Havore bishul letzoirech was also utar shaloi letzoirech. That's why he comes and he tells them This is not the thing.
Not and the first as well.
Both of them. That's why he tells them, do not come and mention this in the Mishnah because this is not true. Because this price of what you bought down over here. That is no thing. But yeah, that's what he tells them. That means that Rabbi Yochanan gehalten, there is mitoich or no mitoich. Rabbi Yochanan gehalten, there is mitoich. And we learn mitoich, and that's why we come and saying it. Says the Gemara. That means if you want to come and say the Tanoim, that they do learn the prices the way they're written. Yeah, the way they're written, there is the prices over here. Mishnah Bishamai. Why do? Lo yamrina mitoich sheutro itzol letzorich utro nami sheloi letzorich. And Lefi Bishamai, right? Ochenami also over here by Avore, we can come and say he gets Malchus. Why? Lo yamrina mitoich sheutro. Avore letzorich utro nami sheloi letzorich, and he will get over the Malchus, and that's why he's going to get Malchus on the Avore sheloi letzorich roichel nefesh. There's a Gemara. The Beitza Hillel can't fit Lefi Beitza Hillel. Why? The Beitza Hillel keivan de amre. Mitoich sheutro itzol letzorich utro nami shelo letzorich, right? So ochenami also over here by Avore mitoich sheutro avore letzorich utro nami shelo letzorich. He's not going to get Malchus on it. Not going to get Malchus on it. So what's muchach that also Rabbi Yochanan not gehalten that the machloikes b'Sham and Beitza Hillel is the gabe the heter of the melacha what happens shelo letzorich and mitoich sheutro melacha letzorich oichel nefesh or zutar also shelo letzorich oichel nefesh. Okay, we're gonna stop over here. We're going to stop over here, and in Hashem, we're going to see this. It's big sugyas over here, but okay, we can see.